Hey guys, welcome back. Learning English is like building a house. You need strong bricks, and those bricks are words and sounds. In this video, we will train our ears to recognize English more clearly and collect some useful vocabulary along the way. Remember, mistakes are normal. They mean you're learning. Stay patient, stay curious, and repeat as much as you can. Let's jump right into the practice now. Leaving my family to study in a large city was exciting. The first challenge I faced was to find a place to stay. I had many choices in front of me. Each one had good points and bad points. I needed to think about my money and how much freedom I wanted. This decision felt heavy, but also very important. I knew where I lived would change my daily life and study. I thought about staying with relatives, in a dorm, with friends, or alone. Every option meant a different lifestyle. I had to choose with care. The excitement soon became stress. I made a list of what was most important to me. Money was my first concern as a student. I also cared about privacy and a quiet space to focus. But I did not want to feel lonely in a new place. Balancing these different needs was not easy. A safe environment was something I could not forget. So, I started by checking the cheapest options. This search asked for time and patience. I was ready to find a solution that worked best. My first thought was to stay with my aunt in the city. It looked like the cheapest and safest choice. It would remove a big money problem from me. My parents were happy because it was a familiar place. The best point was that food and bills were already covered. I would not need to worry about daily expenses. But the big problem was freedom. I had to follow house rules. My private life would always be watched. This made me feel less comfortable. The home was warm, but also restrictive. I wanted independence and to decide by myself. I imagined coming home late after study without questions. I wanted to design my room with my own style. But these things seemed difficult there. It was a safe place, but I had to trade it for freedom. Family around me could be caring, but also intrusive. I respected their care, but wanted my own space. In the end, I felt it could stop me from growing. Safety was nice, but the price was losing freedom. Next, I looked at the university dormitory. It was cheap and close to school. It gave a big chance to meet friends and build connections. Living with many students could be fun and lively. There were rules to keep order and safety, but the problem was no privacy. Noise was always present, and it was distracting. Studying there would be hard. I might face rude behavior from roommates. In a crowded place, conflict was easy to happen. The dorm gave a strong social life, but sometimes I wanted silence and being alone. Privacy was almost impossible to get. Sharing bathrooms and kitchens with many people felt tiring. I also heard about small arguments over silly things. It was cheap, but the needs of many people clashed. I was not sure I could handle that much noise. Still, the chance to make friends was nice. It was all about weighing good and bad points. In the end, the lack of privacy was too big for me. Then I thought about living with friends. This choice seemed balanced. We could divide rent and bills, making it cheaper. It gave more freedom than family and more privacy than dorms. Living with friends also felt safe and friendly. But the danger was disagreement. We needed to be similar in habits to avoid trouble. Choosing the right people was very important. We had to talk about money and chores before problems came. Clear rules were needed for peace. Finally, I thought of living alone. Renting a small room for myself sounded exciting. It gave total freedom and privacy. I could plan my time and space as I liked. It was a chance to build self-reliance. The bad side was money. I had to pay everything myself. I could also feel lonely and unsafe sometimes. If trouble came, no one could help fast. This choice asked for maturity and strength. After thinking carefully, I chose to share a flat with friends. We wrote an agreement for rent, chores, and quiet time. It was not perfect, but it worked for me. It gave a mix of low cost, freedom, and company. I understood that no place is perfect. The key is being flexible and solving problems. You must know what is important and sometimes give in. If a place becomes too hard, you can always change. The best goal is to find a place that feels like home. This experience taught me a lot. At first, I felt nervous, but then I grew more confident. I checked each choice with my money and needs. I looked for a safe place, but also one with freedom. Each option had good and bad points. Problems are easier if you stay positive. Freedom was important, but so was budget. I am happy with my choice and ready for small conflicts. This journey gave me maturity and strength. Home is not only a building, it is a place of belonging. Do not be too strict with yourself. Learning a language is a process, not something you finish in 1 week. Sometimes you will feel uncertain, and sometimes you will even forget what you learned yesterday. That is normal. The key is to stay consistent, practicing a little every single day. 10 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, or even repeating words while you shower or brush your teeth, all of these small moments add up. When you think progress is slow, remember that even tiny drops of water can fill a bucket, so keep moving forward, no matter how small the step. Thank you for listening, keep practicing, and I will see you again very soon.